man, what are we gonna do? New DLC came out, and it's got some problems. I don't know what else to say, man. Is it that hard, Rockstar? I mean, it can't be. Can it? I don't know. There's some things. So the Southern San Andreas Super Sport Series DLC. By the way, who came up with that name? Why is the name so freaking long? But that DLC came out this week. And look, I'm not going to be too negative because ultimately, at the end of the day, I like Rockstar. And this is just sort of a fun series we do to make fun of them, kind of. And I know we shouldn't have been expecting a major DLC, especially in March, after 3 major DLCs at the end of the last year. But was this really all they could get? All right, let's talk about some stuff. First and foremost, the most recent and topical topic, people are getting banned for no reason. And I made a video earlier explaining that it was the anti-cheat. How many freaking times are they going to update the anti-cheat for it to not work? I mean, if you don't play on PC, you may not really follow this, but it seems like every update, every couple of months, they update this anti-cheat, and it never fixes anything. It only hinders and causes problems. Modders are never going away. They always seem to come back a couple of days after. And like what happened recently, the only thing the anti-cheat did was ban innocent players. Now with this DLC, it added a bunch of new cars. Well, they're unreleased, but there are going to be a bunch of new cars coming out. And look, I'm kind of fine with them just releasing vehicles, especially like I said, after 3 major DLCs, it's cool. But why didn't they add new garages? I know people are going to be like, Saintsfan, we have 136 slots already, man. How is that not enough for you? It doesn't matter. I want as many as possible. There's like 400 or 500 something cars in the game. I want to own them all. I mean, I probably wouldn't, but I would like to have the option. This game is about whatever you want. And for myself and for a lot of people, we want to collect vehicles. And we can't do that when we run out of space. And I know there's going to be the people that say, Saintsfan, you could go on your second character and get another 136 slots. Why would I use my second character? My second character is like level 18. And then there's going to be the people that say, well, Saintsfan, you could just level up that character. No! I have my main character that I leveled up. I want the vehicles on that character. So I'm just asking, man, how are you going to add new cars, but no new garages? I mean, if anything, wouldn't Rockstar want us to have as many garages as possible? Because that means we'd spend more money. But while we're on the car topic, this is what frustrates me. And this is why I think a lot of people don't really, or aren't a huge fan of this DLC. Some of the vehicles are awesome. I mean, I personally like the Entity XXF, I think it's called. I really enjoy it. It looks cool. It's got some neat customization. And there's some unreleased vehicles that are nice, like the Ellie and like the Flash GT. But then you get to the most requested fan vehicle of all time, probably. The Supra. The one that was in San Andreas. It's the Jester Classic in this game. And it's coming out in a month or 2. And look at this. This is pathetic. I'm sorry. When you have people that are modders that make better vehicles with better customization than a company that has made almost $1 billion from the online, that's not acceptable. I mean, really, if you go back and look at the Comet Retro Custom, the LG Retro Custom, the Sultan RS. Look at all of those really awesome fan requested vehicles. They're amazing. They got great customization. They look amazing. Most of them perform pretty good too. But then we get the Supra. Did they hire Timmy No Thumbs to do this? I mean, it's just, I don't understand. In a DLC specifically about cars, where cars are like the main thing, wouldn't you think they would be really awesome, really good, with tons of customization? That's the part that I think a lot of people are upset with. And I'm not even a car guy. This wasn't even one of my most requested vehicles. But a ton of the car guys are super, super disappointed in the Jester Classic that's coming out. I haven't really seen any person that is super happy with it. So just all of that in general is a Rockstar logic. Another thing with this update, and it doesn't really, I don't think apply to free roam too much because I don't seem to have a problem with them in free roam. But in races, the two new supercars, the Entity and the Taipon, you would think, because one is 2.3 million and one is 1.9 million, you would think, especially since they're new, they would be fast and they would perform good in races. But no, Rockstar had to ruin that too. Now, I don't know if this is a glitch or if this was intentional, but the Entity in races is slower than the regular Entity, the old one, and the Taipon is second to last in the super class. Think about that. The vapid freaking bullet beats the Taipon in a race. How does no one figure that out or see that before this update goes live? Now, apparently, what's causing this is some lines of code they put in the handling for the new vehicles. And I don't know why they did that. I think there was some rumor or some speculation that they did that to fix the bugs with some of the other vehicles, the suspension bugs, because a lot of them go super fast when their suspension starts freaking out. And these fixes were supposedly for that. But of course, they can't just add that or fix that without breaking every other thing. The worst part is, we probably won't get an update until the next update, the next DLC comes out. So we're gonna have to wait most probably around 3 months for these vehicles to get fixed. And then the final thing before we start getting into some gameplay, because I know I'm just sort of ranting right now, but the easy way out stuff. I appreciate that they put this new mechanic in the game. Basically, if you didn't watch the video I did yesterday, what happens now is when someone shoots you or shoots at you kind of, and you kill yourself, your easy way out within the next like 30 seconds, it will count as a death by them instead of not counting at all like it did before. And this does affect your KD, but it doesn't show it anywhere. Like, I feel like a lot of people are still gonna end up easy way outing themselves because it doesn't add to the player death stat. It happens to add to your KD over time. So I feel like while this is a great little addition, it's not gonna do anything because people don't care or they don't see it to notice. Now, before we get into the gameplay stuff, I know a lot of that just seemed like me complaining about the DLC, but for the people out there that are always defending Rockstar and their actions and stuff, we have to, as a community, talk about this stuff and complain and voice our concerns if we want stuff to get changed. Like, even if you're the true diehardest Rockstar fan, you gotta acknowledge that there are some problems regarding this DLC and other things in the game. And if you don't say anything, if you just keep defending them over and over again, nothing's gonna happen. So that's, I hope that gets my point across. I still like some of this stuff. Like, I really do like the Entity XXR, even though it kind of sucks in races, I guess. And the no new garages thing isn't a huge deal, but I would really like some more garages to add some new cars to them. And at least the fact that the anti-cheat stuff happening, at least that shows that they are trying, even though it's not working, they are trying to fix the whole modder situation. But anyway, rant aside, let's get into some of the gameplay stuff. So with the Entity XXR, look at this. It's so low to the freaking ground, the wheels pop out of the front. Look at that, they're clipping through. And then that brings us to the Vapid GB200. I like this little car, but oh man, does it have some problems. Is it so freaking hard to get lights working in this game? The freaking light poles, they work when they're not even plugged in. You knock them down and they're still on. But yet, these cars, some of these cars, like the Vapid GB200 here, its lights are on and they don't even work. Look, the high beams, you can clearly see when I turn them on, there's no light from them. The lights are on, but there's no light. And that also doesn't take into account the fact that the rally lights don't work. They're right there. Why do they not turn on? Another one with that vehicle, the engine is in the back, okay? And when you customize it, the hood option, where, you know, normally the hood option would be, it even says trunk. So it's telling you the engine's in the back. So why does the trunk have an option for a freaking vent? Look at all these options with like vents and intercoolers and stuff. What in the hell are you venting in the trunk? And then this isn't the biggest thing, but there's a race in the game. I believe it's called the Big Drop. It's a stunt race. And guess what? If you use the new vehicle, the Vapid GB200, you cannot even finish the race. There's a point when you have to hit a jump to land on another platform. But the GB200 doesn't even come close. I'm just holding W. I'm going as fast as I possibly can. And I can't make it. And then the final one that we'll end on with the Tapon. If you read the description, it says something along the lines of, put yourself at the mercy of the Tapon, Cheval's ruthless monument to pure speed and implausible curves. How you gonna be a monument to pure speed when you're the second slowest supercar in racing? But there you guys have it. This may have been a longer episode than normal, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about the new DLC and some of the Rockstar logics that are in it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you have your own Rockstar logic you want to submit, you can either leave it in the comments below or you can tweet it with the hashtag RockstarLogic. But thank you all for watching. Please drop it a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for these mostly every Sunday. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.